Alright, boys, so today we're going to be going over the top 10 pitchers in MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty. Now, this is a personal list that I've been kind of working on and kind of just been thinking about through the year, and this is what I really think. I think I've got it narrowed down to these guys are the best pitchers in the game. Now, if you guys think that I messed one up or I'm missing one out, maybe there's been a budget baller who's absolutely been killing it for you, I'd love it if you could put it in that comment section below, as I just love to talk about it. I wanted to thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's been absolutely amazing. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you want more content like this. Anyways, boys, let's get right into it. Alright, guys, so for our honorable mentions today, we're going to be having Mad Bum. Great pitcher. He's a lefty, good cutter, but he just didn't really make the cut today, as I feel like sometimes he can be pretty predictable and be BP. I don't really think his curveball is too good, so that's why he didn't make the cut. Same with Giolito. Great budget beast, but the guy's just, he's kind of BP also, and once you have that slider and fastball timed up, there's not really anything else to get you out. And Chris Sale is our third honorable mention. I thought about putting him on the list, but the thing is that Chris Sale every year just gets absolutely obliterated, and I didn't think that he was a top 10 pitcher even in this game. He can be really good, but if someone has faced Chris Sale a lot, then you're probably going to get absolutely smacked, so he didn't make the list. At number 10 today, we have Christy Mathewson. Now, that guy is an absolute stud. He's from the event, obviously, 146K right now, but this guy will go down fast. 92 hits per 9, 98 Ks per 9 with really good control numbers. 106 BP per 9 and control at 96. He's going to make it to where he can really control absolutely everything, making him just a really good pitcher. And the thing is that I love about him is he has an awkward windup and an awkward pitch mix, kind of like Walter Johnson, but he has a sinker, a screwball, a curve, and he has good differentials between his four-seam, changeup, and sinker, which is what I really like. So that's why he's at the 10 spot today, as I feel like he's really good and he can pitch for a lot of people. Not going to be your absolute stud on the mound, but someone who can get the job done. At number 9 today, we have a card that I absolutely love, the best budget beast in the game, and that is Forrest Whitley. Now, Forrest Whitley is absolutely shoved for me. In 13 innings, he has a 3.2 ERA, and the guy's just really good. I think he has some of the best pitch mixes and differentials in the game. I love his sinker. I think it's perfect, and it goes well with his cutter. The one thing that's not good about Forrest Whitley is that he does walk a lot of people, and his control isn't the greatest, but I have been really good with him, and I think that he can be really good for a lot of people. I mean, guys, for 9K, this is going to be a card that really everyone should have, as he's just really good. At number 8 today, we have a guy who isn't really talked about that much, but is a guy who's still pretty prevalent, and that's going to be Al Leiter. Al Leiter you can pick up for 35K right now, which is insane because he used to be about 60 or 70. But he's really the only pitcher who has sinker cutter as their primary and secondary pitches. He's got really good differentials, and although people have seen him a lot now, I feel like he's really good on Hall of Fame legend difficulty, and he's just a really good pitcher that has done good for a lot of people. I mean, the one thing is, yes, he has BB per 9 that is 78, so below 80 is not what you necessarily like to see, but he has great differentials, and he has sinker and cutter as his primary pitches, making sure that that will be the more accurate pitches from his pitch mix, which I like him a lot. I think he's a good pitcher, and I think he's a little bit underrated as Al Leiter, especially whenever you get him prestiged. I feel like he hits pretty much every single benchmark that I want to see in a pitcher, and so that's why he's at the 7th spot today. Today we have Greg Maddux. Now, Greg Maddux is someone who didn't really pitch good for me to start, but since I prestiged him, the guy has been absolute lights out. If you go and look at my prestige Maddux, he has 17 innings with a 3.1 ERA. He's 1-1 in 17 innings pitched. And the thing about Maddux is he wasn't good until I started pitching with him more and more. Whenever I started using sinker cutter about 90% of the time, the guy just became a lot better. And that's the thing. If a lot of you guys think that you have Maddux and he absolutely gets shelled, try not using his curveball as much, try not using his circle change as much, and don't even use his four seam at all. And you'll probably see the good results that I've seen with him, as since I made that kind of switch, he's just been a lot better. At number 6 today, we have a card that I don't have, but my roommate actually has him. He hates him. But the guy is really good, Casey Mize. Now, Casey Mize just has the pitch mix that you really want to see in a pitcher. He's got sinker cutter, or he has sinker and he has cutter. And the thing that's so good about him is he has a slurve. And the thing about his slurve, it's absolutely disgusting. And the good per 9s, I mean, he has 100 hits per 9, 99 Ks per 9 with 100 walks per 9. Good control. This guy can pitch really well, and so the guy's pretty accurate. He's pretty insane, honestly. So that's why he's at the 6th spot today. At number 5 today, we have a guy that I absolutely love, and that is Max Scherzer. Now, Max Scherzer, I wanted to put higher on the list, but I just haven't used him enough to say it. The dude is 2-2 for me, but the guy is absolutely shoved in those appearances, And one of his losses is in an event game, actually, so it doesn't really count, honestly. 14 innings pitched, 3.8 ERA. His pitch mix is absolutely amazing. I love his windup. The thing about Max Scherzer is he's just so sick, and he's such a cool pitcher in real life. I mean, Mad Max is just one of my pitchers in the league, and that's why I really like him, and that's why he's coming at the 5 spot today, as I think he's just a really good pitcher and someone that actually pitches really well. At the number 4 spot today, we have a guy that everybody has. I couldn't make this list without putting him in there, and that's Corey Kluber. Everybody and their mom has seen Corey Kluber a ton of times. And yes, he's filthy. I mean, I've thrown this guy 453 innings this year. He has a 4.5 ERA. He's 86 and 45. So dude's won a lot of games for me. He's still really, really good, and he's still a top elite pitcher. The thing is, though, is that everybody has seen him. I'd compare him a lot to Kershaw last year, as Kershaw was obviously the most dominant pitcher in MLB The Show 19. But the thing about Kershaw was once everybody saw him for literally the whole year, they started showing him because you know it's coming. Pretty much everybody pitches the same with that card, and so that's why Corey Kluber is at the 4 spot today instead of higher where he would be earlier in the year. But at number 3, we have Bob Feller. Now, Bob Feller was an absolute stud, and he just has outlier, double outlier, which really helps, and so this card is really, really good. And the thing about Bob Feller is that he's just not really seen that much. And I know he's 800K stubs, but if you have the price and you have the stubs to do it, I would do it. With 124 Ks per 9, that's pretty much the best in the game. The control really sucks, which is true. But the dude's got outlier. He's got stuff that goes side to side. I'd compare him to a Nolan Ryan with a slider. He's got really good differentials. I mean, you look at this guy, and he's got 99 mile per hour fastball, 78 mile an hour curve, and he's got just everything kind of varied really well. So that's why I really like Bob Feller. At the number 2 spot today, as we get into the top 2, these are cards that are top elite cards, and they are the best in the game, and they're kind of versatile. You could probably switch both of them, but at our number 2 spot today, it is actually going to be Clayton Kershaw. The thing about Kershaw is everybody saw him so much last year that I just don't know how well he's going to be. The thing that is good about him is that he is a lefty, of course, and he's got sinker and really good differentials. He's got really good control as well with decent per 9s. That's what's going to make Kershaw so good, and I am really looking forward to getting this card. I don't have him yet because I haven't finished the inning. I'm literally a conquest away, which I'm currently doing right now, so I'll have him by the end of tonight. But Clayton Kershaw, an absolute great card, someone that pretty much everybody should have. This guy's going to absolutely shove for you. He was so great for me last year, and the card's just really good. He's good in every aspect of the game. He just absolutely can pitch it, and that's why he's at the number 2 spot today. At our number 1 spot today, we have Oral Hershiser. Now, I had to put Oral Hershiser so high up here because the dude has just pitched so good for me. I know that he might be different in your guys' ranks, different in your guys' lists, but yes, he doesn't have the per 9s that you would like to see, but he's got 99 home run per 9. This guy's thrown 30 innings for me with a 3.5 ERA. His card before this that wasn't prestiged had an insane ERA too, and I just had to put him this high in the order as he's just a really good pitcher. And the thing about Oral is that he's so accurate. This guy just absolutely hits spots for me. His differentials are really good, and his off-speed can play really well. If you use that slider effectively by throwing it every single once in a while and his changeup with the sinker-cutter combo, he is one of the hardest pitchers hitting the game on Hall of Fame and Legend difficulty, and that's just the truth. I really love this card, and that's why he's number 1. Anyways, guys, if you think that I missed anything in this video and you want to let me know, put that in the comment section below, as I love to hear what you guys have to say and love to talk about it. If you guys really like this video, hit that like and that sub button for more content. And thank you guys so much, and might be out.